SP lane, and then you have an assassin or like an opportunity to take an assassin, because taking a one in a blink of an eye, also a Diggy, can be like more of an assassin pick here.
My general idea is you don't want to go for assassin kind of compositions or farm dependent composition when you already have the Claude. So you're gonna have an XP laner here that kind of provides the vision, be in the front lines as well as the Minotaur, you know, so that they can check the bushes, they can control the map better.
We haven't seen this hero for a while, but is Yuzong usable here?
Against a DK and a Valentina, probably not. And obviously the 1-1 likes that kind of that matchup, you know. But again, you know,
you called the first.
Okay, one thing that I want to say though is that surely, like Yuzong versus Diggy, Yuzong versus 1-1, individually that's not a good case. But imagine if you have Minotaur, Guinevere as well as Yuzong, what CC do you actually control at all? You kind of overload it in the end. So maybe there's a world like that.
Leo seems angry.
Yep.
In both real life and non-real life.
Yep.
Interesting to see as well, where both teams, they have moved away from this burst damage goal laners, and now they're going for those attack speed. So, I don't know, could be a more drawn-out fight. Yeah, more drawn-out team fight.
It will be.
But if that's the case, if that's the case, I think it's more favored for Geekfam because they can heal.
Yeah, because they have that Minotaur with the motivation roar. You steal the Uranus now, right? No, you go Martis. I think that's smart. Very smart coming out from TOB.
But for sure, we have seen during the past 2 days is that Martis, whenever he goes up against Guinevere, even though he's supposed to be really good with the immunity on the second skill, he always falls for the second skill from the side of the Guinevere players. So I don't know if it's actually, it is on paper it is a good it is a good pick, but execution it hasn't been the best so far.
Yeah, I agree. You can even think about the Paquito here for Geekfam because you can now split the map. So that's a different area. You can go Uranus for some sort of front line, but with the Paquito, you have a way to farm the map because you can control the map. Then you go something along the lines of Lilia actually here for Geekfam so that you have sustained damage. Our choice is the Novaria. So the Khalid is still there. Yeah. I think Lafel's right. It's your birthday, and you're smarter than us.
No, for me, damage is king. They can't do anything if they're dead, so just kill the DK and kill the 1-1,
You're right.
Thank you. I like being right on my right day.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm going to be wrong tomorrow.
Happy right day to you.
Happy right day.
Okay.
We have seen Gord. I think the only time we saw Gord in this competition was in the hands of Hoon. So this time he's gonna play against his own creation, let's say, in the M5. But you're actually right. You want to use on.
I didn't say which team. So
Again, happy right day to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy right day to you, Lafel. Okay. So what do we like about the Yuzong is that it has access to the backlines, which Gord hates. Also, the Claude might be having a little bit of problem. Might even think about picking up the Purify just for this game, but it's not an actual counter. I think among all of the marksmen out there, Claude is a hero that's not that bothered by the Yuzong.
Well, I have this habit of saying, who do you guys lean towards in terms of the draft? Well, in terms of numbers, everything leans towards TOB. Oh, is it?
8.3 over 5.4? It probably is the biggest margin that I've seen so far.
I'm dyslexic. I couldn't tell.
Yeah. TOB has a 9.3, 8.4 rating. Geekfam has a 5.4 rating.
Right now, it's match point for Geekfam. It's now or never. TOB has to win this one. If not, 90% not going to the knockouts. Good luck to both teams. We're going into the land of dawn.
TOB, they have to execute this draft in a really good way, because if they did less than perfect, Team Geek will not forgive them. One mistake away from being on the edge of being disqualified from the group stage. TOB are facing a nightmare, and Geekfam are just close to a dream.
And right now, Marky here is, I mean, this is the life of a Claude. You're not going to be winning a lot of lanes. You have to anticipate that the opposing laner wants to bully you out.
Yep. Especially if you're facing up against a 1-1 plus a Diggy. It's going to be a problem. Okay, they missed all their knockups. Hoon is here. By the way, good combo with the Minotaur plus the Guinevere.
Oh,
Even combo.
I gotta say, this
Extra
is a very aggressive Khalid.
Yep.
Pretty aggressive Khalid.
Assassin Emblem, Rupture, and having that extra 6% when the opponent is alone, he wants that first blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to just participate, he wants to take some kills actually. Looking at the bot lane, I'm going to focus a little bit on the matchup between the 1-1 and the Claude. He will try to buy some time, or at least his team will try to buy some times for him, but it's so hard actually against a Diggy. Baby said Diggy have been so annoying for many seasons, and having a taste of that from Zia, I don't think that, or I actually think that Team TOB can pull this off.
Spending a lot of time up top lane. Nael is actually still there.
That was not a full combo, and that's already half HP.
Yep.
At this point, I feel like Luke is like, dude, come out! Fight me!
Fight me.
And now it looks like the turtle is going to get started up, and Milo is not allowed to get out of his lane. Lucas here engages onto best play one, and Super Shark gets taken down. First blood for Luke, and that's what Luke wants. He doesn't care if he goes down. Milo jumps in with the Black Dragon form, but Nail able to secure the turtle for himself. Beloyski has to run away, but look at the boy killing best player one, getting a double kill, and now Hoon. Looks like Neil wants to drop Hoon down, but Hoon survives.
Man, what a gush coming out from a boy. And it was all set up, of course, with Nael just landing a Violent Requiem onto two members of Ohio Brothers. And use that ray coming out from the gush. It hits two people. And Geekfam are now very happy of what happened.
Yeah, look. Except for the fight that happened in the top lane, I think that Murky so far is doing really good. But let me go a little bit. Let me go back to that team fight. I think that everything went in the right direction. Every star aligned for Team Geekfam to do the perfect move at the perfect time. Looking at the gold earned, I think that E-Boy after that double kill will hurt for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like he already hurt just now, and the Ohio Brothers kind of felt it. They're like, yo, what's up with this gourd?
Yep. You don't want the gourd to have a lot of farm because it's naturally scaling hero. So if you speed up the scaling of the gourd, that's not a good sign.
That was a good projectile from a boy,
Oh
stopping Hoon in his tracks and just killing him there.
Tasting some of his magical damage. Hoon is now suffering from E-Boy.
This is what I feel about like how you deal with Diggy. You have a lot of sources of stuns and hard stuns like the Minoan Fury, the stun coming out from the Gourd, obviously the combo from the Guinevere. You have so many CC that the Needles and Flowers as well as the Divine Judgment, if layered properly, cannot actually like overcome all of it, right? So it's like you're overloading when it comes to like number of the frequency of stuns.
Ignoring Marky actually is quite dangerous for Team TOP because so far, yes, you did put that Diggy on the gold lane, but still, Marky is getting his Demon Hunter sword, he's getting all the farm in the world, he's moving freely, he doesn't feel the pressure coming from the Diggy, so they will actually be a lot... Oh, what's that?
Well, Luke taking a lot of damage. I'm guessing he took way too much turret damage, and now the turtle's going to get started up by the Ohio Brothers. They got to find a way to deal with a boy, because if not, a boy... Oh, never mind. I guess that's how you deal with a boy. Just make it so that he used the Mystic Gush way earlier. Hoon jumps in with the Minoan Fury. Beloyski is all alone. Beloyski is trying to run away, but Milo drops him down. And now the turtle is up for a contest. Milo zoning a boy out. Look goes in, but he doesn't have damage. And Nail secures the turtle steal. And again, looks like Milo has nowhere to run. Kill goes over to Nail.
Wonderful fight already for the Ohio Brothers. They found a good opening. And actually, good punish onto Beloyski. Unfortunately, Milo kind of overheat. And he tried to go for more. And then they lost the turtle afterwards. So what looked to be a very good play coming out from the Ohio Brothers turned out to be a disastrous play. Because now Marky, actually, while that was happening, he gets 2 lanes of minions. And now he is 500 gold above Zia. As a Claude, you're very happy about that.
Actually, Nail, he already got his Blade of Hypnosis, and that's going to be so... annoying for Milo, I would say, because so far he has shown his emblem with a really high damage potential, and now having this like first hit that will deal a lot of damage. Team the Ohio Brothers are actually not quite as aggressive as I expected them to be at the second game.
Now looking like, I feel like part of the reason is because Milo doesn't really get to roam around.
Yep.
He's just hugging his turret.
At this point, yeah, that's all that he can do.
So for now, Niall looks like best player 1 wants to fight him, but that's a discrepancy in level. Niall's level 9. Best player's level 8. I kind of feel like best player didn't saw that.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not a big fan of the 1-1 because I think that there's too many ways to stop her. Not just like in terms of mobility. Even when she deals damage, you can either use the Wind of Nature or even freeze yourself out. So I think that even when Zia approaches that late game, it's gonna be so hard for him to either have a crossbow of tank or even complete it.
I gotta say, the Minotaur is an answer now to the 1-1, I think, because you tank so much of the damage, and you're not easily dying. You also heal your teammates, so that's a lot of support. And you can probably see a lot of people putting more attention towards the Minotaur when it comes to like answering the 1-1.
As a roamer, Minotaur is one of the heroes that got me high
okay.
rank first, but
Wow.
now Nail dropping best player 1. Boy, the damage is there. The Ohio brothers, they gotta respect this because a boy's a problem. 401.
That is the classic Geekfam LBM, Lethal Burst meta that they did a year ago. Always looking for big initiations, and they found that best players that are walking on the river without his anti-CC. That's why that immediate jump coming out from Nael, good heads up play, because all of a sudden a boy was in range. The box was already set up, and Geekfam already punished best player.
And by now, it has become normal for me to see that Martus player cannot deal with that Guinevere. Even though they do have that mobility, even though they have the immunity, they still cannot escape that second skill and the jump. Luke, he's quite confident there up on the top lane, and A-Boy just with one skill, so 2 skills, got the half of HP of Zia.
Right now, I'm just worried for Zia. I kind of feel like I'm worried that Zia might die before getting that crossbow of Tang off.
Yeah.
And now it looks like Beloyski and Neil is looking at Zia Markey. If no one's going to stop him, he's going to get this turret. The best player 1 goes in front. The Mystic Projectile hits onto Zia, and now a Mystic Gush onto best player 1. A boy's going to get engaged on Milo with the Black Dragon form. Finds a boy. A boy in the backline, but looks like Team Ohio Brothers are doing it. Beloyski is low. Markey goes back in with the Blazing Web. Finds Zia. Will Zia go down? Zia still coming back. Luke! Luke is there. Gets Zia. All alone, taking quite a lot of damage. And best player 1 wants him, but Milo gets him.
Overall good fight for Team OI Brothers. Finally, they found their opening and they punished Nael from being very aggressive into the backlines. They even survived Markey. Fortunately for Geekfam, there still is Luke, but he died in the process. So I would rate that as a high TOB win nonetheless.
Yeah, and also they were cheating death actually. All of them were 0 HP, almost 0 HP. The Ohio Brothers, this is the first engage they do that can turn things around because the Lord is 10 seconds away, and now they do have a chance to contest that Lord.
Super Shark is fighting against a boy with the highest damage dealt with.
Yep.
His Diggy is evil.
This Diggy is evil.
You have to
evil
cook it.
leg.
Oh yeah.
That happens a lot.
And now Super Shark taking quite a lot of damage from a boy, and a boy is still 4-0-1. We saw how Milo tried to engage onto him, but it looks like the entire team was ready to respond. And is the Ohio Brothers going to respond? Because the Lord is 15,000 HP. Best player 1 goes in front, but for now, I don't know.
Markey's low.
Milo using the Black Dragon form. Looks like the Lord has been resetted. And this is what Geekfam wants. They just want to reset.
Definitely. They will just reset because they know no Dragonite form.
Yeah.
No Dragon form from Milo. That's a massive ultimate that they don't have.
Agreed.
Actually, Geekfam, they want to fight. They want to drain TOP's ultimates out. And right now, looking at the formations, I think they want to engage once again.
Yeah, and right now, Luke still has his Raging Sandstorm. So if the Ohio Brothers slip, even if the Diggy cancels the crowd control, the damage is still there. Speaking of damage, best player 1 taking quite a little bit of it. And Markey goes in front, finds Milo. Milo's going very, very low. Manu and Fury from Hoon. Zia gets the kill on to Luke. Neil still secures the Lord.
Yep.
Worth it? IDK.
Generally, obviously for Geekfam, that's worth it because that gives gold for Markin. They can control now the lanes. They only lost 1 hero, so it's not as disastrous as you would think. Not the perfect one, but I think worth it for Geekfam.
Looking at Valentina, actually, I kind of forgot that if she stole the ultimate from that Minotaur, she can be quite annoying for Team Geek.
Yep.
Oh, nice damage from E-Boy. But again, going back to my point, I think that at some point, Hoon can flip things around. It's not about surprising your enemy that you have this anti-CC hero, which is Diggy. You also can make a really good engage with a Flicker ult, stolen ult, but still an ult from Hoon.
Now Geekfam
Yeah,
pressuring
like
the
this.
mid lane. It's very, very low at this point, and Beloyski is just healing up all the damage coming in from the auto alarm bombs.
We're looking towards the... Look at the map coming out from Geekfam. All of the lanes are pushing. This is the goal that you should have when you have the First Lord. Just pop the Holy Defense,
Yep.
which is now popped into the bottom lane, mid lane. Fortunately for TOB, they have a wonderful defense, so that's a great job. Keeping their tier 2 turret in the middle. Up top, though, they lost it.
Wolf, I just have one question though. Ohio Brothers, are they able to fight during the late game? Like when all items are there, can they fight back?
Quick answer to that, yes. They have the 1-1, they have the Diggy.
Right now, best player 1 is pushed out of the mid lane. Geekfam successfully got all outer turrets from the Ohio Brothers. Now, it's all just inhibitors.
Yep.
I would say that imagining an ideal world, Team TOP, if they make that Flicker ult by Hoon using the Minotaur ult and also opening crossbow of Tang, things might turn towards the side of Team TOP. But so far, they should go back. They should withdraw. They should wait until the waves come and the opportunity reveals itself, because they are waiting not for an outplay from them. It's also they are waiting for a mistake, and they need to force a mistake out of Team Geekfam.
Beloyski gonna be spotted by best player 1, and at this point you wanna secure your jungle now. If you're the TOB, you want to have at least a chance to go toe-to-toe with Nael. He's level 15. Nael's level 15 now. You want to get to level 15 before the next Lord. Unfortunately for TOB, they are denied of that idea. Look at how Geekfam is playing. They're taking over the jungle.
Yeah, and also they are freezing the lanes, which makes a lot of sense, because what can TOP do except for going out of their inhibitor turrets? Right now, Team Geek are actually not just asking, they are demanding Team TOB to come out of their base, to come out of their inhibitor turrets, just to have one more fight. And in this fight, everything can just flip around.
Even Marky is level 15 right now. Geekfam, they could do what they did previously and force out.
What I have to say, they got what they wanted.
That was beautiful. Let me be a nerd here a little bit.
Go ahead.
They utilized the BMI as well as the projectile coming out from a boy to actually watch the left mid bush. So they found Hoon actually, and then Marquis blinks in with the BMI, knowing that he has the Purify, he can fight, and he zoned out Hoon. And that allowed the entirety of Geekfam on the left side to be able to catch best player 1 without skill 2. So that's no CC on the Martis.
Super Shark. Oh,
Oh my word.
Look has the damage, and he wants that Diggy to know. This is how you deal with Diggy. You kill it before it becomes a problem. Now, the Ohio Brothers, they're doing their very best to protect their base. The Lord is marching down bottom. Zia has to go in front. Zia is gonna get chased down. Hoon goes down to Marky, blazing the wet by this unstoppable killing spree by Look. Game goes over to Geekfam.
Not having Diggy was the key to finish this game. It was actually so hard even by having the Diggy. Imagine without having the Diggy. The gold speaks, the strength speaks. Team Geekfam takes game number 2, a full sweep to Geekfam.
Dude, this is what we expected from Geekfam. Winning is not enough. Winning dominantly, that's what I would say the world was expecting of.